because I haven't seen them yet, because if they throw them out too early, other sides will start to work them out.
So Russia get us underway. The golden jerseys of Australia, and the first touch for the captain, Sharni Williams. As Australia just try and bring play away from their own 22. Looping pass on the outside. And here is Dominique Dutoit, one of the youngsters I mentioned as part of this squad. Loads of pace, try in her last game. She's dangerous if she gets ball in front of her, like Charlotte Caslick's pass there, straight into the arms of Sharni Williams. And then a lovely little run from Emma Sykes, who gets away from the first tackle, but Perestek puts her on the ground. There's Tony Gatto. Australia stretching the Russian defence from left to right. Shannon Parry. And the pass, well, it's unusual for her. It doesn't quite go according to plan. Picked off the deck by Bob Kova. And there for Hamidova. Advantage is now over, says the referee. This is Kukina. Nowhere for her to run, but straight up the middle, and the Russians get over halfway line. Hamidova trying to hand off. Hamidova gets the hand off, and she's going to get the first try. They won't catch her from there. Caslick gives chase, but Hamidova touches down. Australia fall off the tackle. Russia punished them 5-0.
Well, Russia have highlighted where Australia may have an Achilles heel, and that is down the middle of the field where Sharni Williams is, because she doesn't quite have the out-and-out speed as the rest of her team. So Hamidova has got pace, went straight down that channel and took advantage of it. That is where I would continue to attack Australia once you've stretched them wide.
Charlotte Caslick giving chase, but too little too late to stop Hamidova, who just strolled through to touchdown. High five for the captain. And the conversion attempt off the outside of the boot, and the flag stays down. And that was a conversion that they really should have taken.
Russia always attacks really hard on that advantage line, using their individual skills all the time.
So first blood to Russia. Restart again. Hamidova the try score underneath it. She didn't really contest for that one. Australia getting up well through Ivania Politi. And a nice carry as well by the Aussie number 6. There's Caslick. On for Shannon Parry. And then Dutoit. Caslick again, just surveying the options, all on the right-hand side. Williams. Little delay of the pass from Politi. Didn't find the target though. And then Russia get the turnover. Australia a little bit sloppy with ball in hand there, and then coming through and forcing the knock on. Russia appealing to the referee, saying that they were coming through from the wrong side and it was illegal, but the referee happy to let it play.
Politi here, look at her coming in, taking the player that's bridged over out, driving through.
Focus, feet down into the ball comes in, okay? Feet down.
Australia, they might look like,
crouch.
You know, they've got ribbons in their hair, and they're quite small athletes, but they're very aggressive at that breakdown area.
Caslick scoops it off the dirt. Here's Dutoit. Has Tony Gatto outside her. Dominique Dutoit trying to go around the outside, but no room to manoeuvre there. She's put down. Decent tackle as well. Here's Tony Gatto. Off she goes. Emma Tony Gatto. Pass to Dutoit. Tony Gatto to Dutoit. And the Aussies strike back with a well-worked try, catching the Russians off guard.
Yeah, Tony Gatto is a strike weapon in her own right, but the key with the Aussies is that they're constantly moving the ball. So that's where the initial penalty came. You see Tony Gatto basically turned around that defence there of Kukina, and she had on the outside Dutoit always to support there, keeping the width, which was the key for Australia, because it gave her an open channel to run down as well.
Scored a brilliant try in her last game, Dutoit, and she's had one here. The conversion attempt off the right post and over. The flags go up, so Australia creep in front for the first time in the game. And that all led to, I should say, it stemmed from the Russia knock-on from the scrum. And Australia pounds to take full advantage. Again, a high hang and restart. Underneath it is Politi, who's been in the thick of things early on in this game. And look at that for the strength. And then back on her feet once she allows the ball to go free from her hands. Dutoit acts as scrum half. Here's Caslick. There's 3 on her outside. Dummy switch in the middle, and Kaslik is going to set off on her merry way, and off she goes. Charlotte Kaslik, pass on the outside is a beauty, and Tony Gatto with the fend, just short, back on her feet, and Kaslik almost at the line. Russians defending for their lives
Tackle,
here.
release!
Now told to leave it. Williams digs it out. Dutoy has Shannon Parry with her if she wants. Here is Parry, and one on the outside, Polite, if they can get the pass away. Parry, nowhere to go through. Hamidova, and then the ball kicked loose. Polite dragged to the ground. Decent tackle as well by Bokova. Still there, the chance for Australia. Kaslik has one outside her, back inside to Tony Gatto. Tony Gatto dives over the line, and Australia hit 12.
Superb try, Australia. It started at the kickoff with Polite, who's so aggressive in the breakdown. Here it is here in the contact area. She never dies with the ball. She just keeps fighting. Have a look there, driving. And then the end, well, Charlotte Kaslik, one of the best passers in the game. She brought the defence over. The next cover, Trakova coming over, just wasn't good enough to deal with the footwork of Tongi Gatto.
Conversion attempt is wide, and Australia with a 7-point lead, as you can see. 12 points to 5. Emma Tony Gatto, try-scoring machine last season, and she doesn't need a second invitation once she gets a sniff of that try line.
Oh.
30 seconds to play, so this one is just going to go 10 metres, and Australia told to get back on side, maybe a little bit over-eager
Tackle!
to come up and chase that kickoff. What can the Russians manage? 2 tries back in response to that early score. Keep it alive here. Perestiak does well. Kaslik puts in a decent tackle. And ball there for Russia, and just squirts underneath the legs of Bystrova. Not much you can do about that, and then it's turnover ball. Right, opportunity for Australia here. Cassandra Staples trying to go through. Can she get the hands free? Staples just shy of the Russian 22. Australia try and work the blind side. Scooped off the ground by Williams. Polite, tackled by Hamidova. Half-time hooter is sounded. Still there for Williams, scrum half. Again, pass to no one in particular. Tony Gatto's there to rescue the damage. Australia being forced back towards their own halfway line, though. Tackled by Bobkova. Tony Gatto, penalty advantage, quick tap, and off she goes. Emma Tony Gatto puts the head down, and the legs pump, and it's going to be another try for Emma Tony Gatto. Quick thinking, quicker feet, great try.
On fire, Emma Tongi Gatto. Yeah, pretty simple it looks like, but you've got to have the fitness, you've got to make the right decision when to take the quick tap, and she's done that twice already. Australia, even though they're going backwards, they just look so in control.
So conversion attempt again. Emma Sykes puts that one to the right and wide, but Emma Tony Gatto, 2 tries for her to add to the first from Dominic Dutoy. Means Australia lead this one against Russia for 17 points to 5 at the break.
Spreading it wide and just waiting and then you're engaged. Remember pre-game about where that hole's going to be, okay? So I want you to go 2 pass, deep, and back the other way, all right? Engage, back, screens, okay? Just back the other way because they're just waiting. You've got to take it forward and engage, but that's where the space is going to be, okay? Defensively, we've got to fucking show up, okay? You've got to get a line left and right, okay? Nothing's coming through the middle, okay? You push up, inside shoulder, and then make the tackles and then we're on it, okay? On attack, like we anticipated at the ruck there, they're coming at us, right? So get up off the ground first, be there first. We're going to play with wedge, we have to move forward and be first, okay? Be first.
1, 2, 3,
Clear Instructions from Tim Walsh there about what he wants from Australia in the second half.
Yeah, interesting too, because other teams listening into that will know that in Australia, once they do go wide, they always look to push that ball back on the inside. So if you back each other up on defence, you should be able to neutralise it if you can stay within a couple of phases. It's once they get 3 or 4 phases deep, that's when you're in trouble.
Australia.
Kristina Sardina off the bench for Russia. Haven't seen too much of their strike runner, Drakova. If they can get the ball to the Russian number 10, she will score tries. Advantage being played, and just over. Looking to find gaps, Australia. Sykes goes to the left-hand side. Here's Parry. Parry against the substitute Sardina. There for Kaslik. And again, not one of her better passes, but it has found an Australian player, the experienced Sharni Williams. Williams staying on her feet, slips off the tackle. Elena Mikaltseva should have put her down. There for Kaslik once more. Looping pass on the outside. Australia, decent position there. Friedrichs just lost her foot. She gets back up and holds on to possession. Chance for Australia here. Across the pitch, Tony Gatto go looking for the hat-trick. Tony Gatto with a 3. Hat-trick hero, all too easy.
Wow. All that work done by her teammates meant Tongi Gatto knew that something would happen in front of her. And yes, she has got super speed to make it happen. But seriously, the ball movement, the recycling, the fact that the Aussies are working in threes, one to blow over, one to be halfback, they're moving it quickly. It's just fantastic to watch.
Yeah, this is worth another look. Look at the feet. Quick step off the left and right. It's the Russian defence. Don't know where she's got to go. The answer is over the try line for the 3rd time. Substitution for Australia.
7.
So McGregor comes in. And Dutoy back on the pitch. It's Charlotte Kaslik who's coming off for a well-deserved break. Does a lot of the donkey work, particularly at the breakdown, getting that ball away quickly and providing her teammates with space out wide. Russians, we haven't really seen anything from them so far.
Well, mistakes like that, Hamidova will be very disappointed because they pretty much haven't had the ball to play with since they had that first try in the opening minutes of the match. Every single detail has to be taken care of. It just went straight through the breadbasket there. When you go up for a high ball, you've got to make sure that your elbows are tight together as well. Sounds easy, but isn't when you've got a yellow jersey coming straight for your stomach.
Snezana Kulkova comes off the bench for Russia. Trying to just inspire something here because it's been very flat since that opening try. 4.5 minutes to try and get something on the board. Australia look comfortable out there. Dutoy switch in the middle with Staples, doesn't quite work out. It's gone forward. No advantage coming. Scrum to the Russians.
Yeah, a mistake like that for Staples. Just a little bit of an inexperience. She's too keen to get the ball. Wasn't quite in the right spot to receive the pass. Incredible athlete, Staples. She sent in a videotape of herself doing pull-ups, all these kind of athletic, incredible feats, and that's what made Tim Walsh stand up and say, okay, let's give this girl a bit of a trial. And they gave her things to work on. She came back twice and started footing it with the rest of the Olympic squad. And he was like, okay, we've got a real talent here.
Impressive so far, but what we've seen here is Kulkova drifting across the pitch, looks for Daria Lushina, and there's Drakova. We haven't seen too much of the pace that we know she has, and here's an example of it now. Drakova stretches the legs, Dutoy gets back there and matches her stride for stride. Surprised Russia haven't got more ball to their number 10 because that's the damage she can do. Lushina goes wide. Noritsina, the pass though, frustration. Marina Kukina thought she was in, and it's just not happening for the Russians.
Look at this, you know, taking on an Australian line and making a scything break like that is impressive, and I just love the running style. Now, the angle here that Kukina was coming on was the right one because there was a big hole to run through. It was the timing that was quite a little bit off there.
Frustrated look from Lushina. Dutoy breaks the first tackle but can't get past the second of Gavrilyuk. And Australia trying to work it from inside their own 22. Parry. Williams. Taken into contact by Friedrichs. Ball should be there for McGregor. It is. Feeds Parry. And again, a little bit loose, and Australia taking their eye off the ball now on a couple of occasions, and it's a chance here for Russia.
Yeah, it was a bit of a wobbly pass, snatched at by Staples, but it's the intensity also from the Aussie side that's really making the difference out there. Every time they touch the ball, how they go forward, how they're being very aggressive at every point in the game, every facet.
Now, chance here, Lushina looks for the inside switch and gets it. Nice angle and run from Kukina, keeps it alive. Better from Russia. This is Kulkova stretching out to try and recycle the ball. Lushina helps her out. Has she done enough? Penalty against Australians going off their feet against Friedrichs at the breakdown. Lushina, little chip and chase by the Russian number 2. Where's it going to bounce? Just out of harm's way. And I think that's gone forward.
Oh, I'm going to say I didn't like that option. She had 4 players on her right-hand side.
From what you're telling me, the card, number 10, gold, and award a penalty try. Thank you.
So
number
it's
10, gold.
To Paige McGregor, and it's going to be a penalty try.
He knocked the ball dead, over in goal. A probable try would have been scored. It's a yellow card and a penalty try.
Penalty try, so this will move Russia to 12.
It's gone backwards, but
the gap 12, they need 2 more tries.
Oh, the old league black hole in Australia Rugby League. You're allowed to hit the ball out dead. Sonny Bill Williams got sin bitten for this recently for the All Blacks. Good result for Russia though.
So the gap 12, there is time for 2 more tries, but Russia need their hands on this ball. They do have a player advantage with McGregor in the sin bin. Let's see if they can make it count. They want to get on with things here. The clock is still ticking, and the ball boy running onto the pitch when the Russians are saying, just give us a ball. They don't have much time here, mate. Lushina restarts, high hanging ball. Well, Williams left it. Right decision. Mahalia Murphy's just off the bench, and that's a good strong run by Mahalia Murphy. Brings play almost to the halfway line. Off the base from Staples. Australia down to 6, don't forget. And here's Friedrichs. Pass on the outside to Toy. Switches back infield, takes the tackle. Counter ruck from the Russians. Australia secure possession. Nowhere to run for Staples, and just holding her feet, 40 seconds to play. Russia need that ball desperately. Friedrichs picks it off the base, goes right. Murphy, one-on-one, tries to go on the outside. Nice fend, really good fend. Oh, tackle around the hair, and that's got to be another card. Mahalia Murphy thought she was away. It's a yellow. It's going to be 6-on-6 for the last 27 seconds.
Okay.
Desperation. It's a big ponytail. There it is. Cannot do it. Over the collar, anything like that, you're gone.
Let's go then, Australia.
Murphy told to get on with it. Little switch right side, so goes to the left and wide. Friedrichs. Chance here for Staples. Can't get through the tackle of Thrakova. Back on her feet though. Allowed to do that and play the ball. Good strength and a really good carry. Ball there for Williams. Dutoy has Murphy outside her. Dominic Dutoy. The pass to Murphy wasn't on the same wavelength, and Russia will come away with it. There's the full-time hooter. Not going to be enough time to score the 2 tries they need. They will be in the quarterfinals, but the draw might not be as kind as if they finished top of the table. Taken by Williams. Australia looking to finish with a score of their own. Staples has to beat 2 defenders, goes through 1, goes through 2, and Cassandra Staples to touch down and finish with a flourish.
Wouldn't expect anything less from Australia. once a mistake's made from Russia, they basically just moved it into the spaces where Staples was available. She had a bit of work to do, though. Bet 2 players there. Great way to finish.
It's all over. Australia.
So there we have it. Conversion is good as well. Australia doing enough to get past Russia, and they'll finish top of Pool B. 31-12, the final score.
You can chill out, you can join us on the big bus, by the way, if you want to get home nice and safely. Dropping you into lots of different locations across Dubai. Your official bus sponsor, that's the St. James Cooper.
So the penultimate game of day one, and we move back into Pool A.